study. A little champagne in the lab isn't going to hurt anything. Extreme situations call for extreme action, and this is extremely huge. Okay. Whew. You ready for this? Last night, Lawrence Shelton, CEO of ACS Chemical, head of the fine institute that is behind this little project, called me at home to tell me that they were going into full production of a semi-permeable silicone gel and Isn't that amazing? They said there was such a response to the first model, aside from the fact that they were faulty, that they have decided to put our new design on the market immediately. Oh, this calls for a toast. Oh, I almost forgot. We can't toast without hearing the most important news of the day. Guess who was put in charge of the newest and largest research team in the company? Yours truly? Of course, I told them I could not have gotten this far without your help, and insisted on you being co-head. Congratulations, Doctor. We are now the head scientist of a major research team. Okay, now the toast. To us, Doctor. To our current and future success. Oh, and listen to this. This is great. You're not going to believe it. We don't even have a specific date that reports have to be done for the FDA. We get around that through the grandfather clause. Oh yes, the grandfather clause. You heard me correctly. The all-knowing Dr. Murray Collins has never heard of the grandfather clause? Ooh, shocking, truly shocking. You know, if the device has been on the market for over 15 years, then you don't have to have the FDA reapprove it clause. But ACS does want us to have another report done in about 6 weeks or so. Murray, you worry way too much. ACS is getting us more help as soon as they can find someone qualified enough to come on the team. And they are going to restock Lab 2 full of rabbits. That's right, rabbits, so we can continue testing on a larger scale. Oh! Do you know what this means? Do you know what this means? I mean, really. We are going to be famous, both among the scientific community and among the public as well. Oh, we will be asked to be keynote speakers at international conventions and all of those snooty, prestigious medical journals we've been trying to get our articles into. They will be calling us for interviews. Oh, who knows, we may even get invited to parties to mingle among the rich and famous. Oh, I can hardly believe it! And, of course, our salaries. Substantial raise, and we are talking serious numbers here. I mean, just think of the impact this will have on plastic reconstructive surgery. Okay, now, bear with me for a minute. How many women in America do you think have breast cancer and have undergone mastectomies? Okay. Hold that number in your mind. Now, imagine that every single one of those women have our product put in their body. Ugh! I can just taste the percentages. We are going to be rich, and not just rich, we are going to be millionaires. Ugh! I will buy that Beamer I have been dying for. Well, who knows? Maybe prostitution and strip joints may go on the rise because of us too. We'll be famous among perverts nationwide. Now that is a serious contribution to society. Oh, we are making history in this lab. Oh, right here today, making history. I can hardly believe it. Oh, I almost forgot. We had a burst envelope yesterday. I already removed it and as much of the silicone as I possibly could. I didn't know if you'd want the remains for testing. I think we overfilled it. I tested the blood. I found some traces of silicone in it. Could you remind me to test number 17 this afternoon? You know how I am. I'd lose my head if it wasn't screwed on straight. Thanks. Morning. Hey Murray, were you the last out last night? Oh well, because when I came in this morning, I found someone had left the silicone mixture I'd been testing out. I found the mixture full of cockroaches. You know, you're lucky that they were dead roaches because if I had to deal with live bugs, I'd be in a real bitchy mood. Oh, roaches, that is so disgusting. You know, most of them were just lying around the container about an inch or two away, but there were two floating in the solution. It's contaminated, completely contaminated. Now, I am going to have to take time out of my busy schedule to mix up a whole new batch. I hope you're happy. You know what? I sent some blood work down to the lab yesterday. Go pick it up for me. Yes, it's the one marked March 15th, 77. I'm sure you'll find it. Yes, blood work on number 17. I've still been seeing silicone in the systems. I gave it a solution to clear it out. I just want to see how it all turned out, okay? I've also begun to see some silicone in some of the others as well. Any idea on how number 17 broke? Too much pressure, huh? Well, if you could send someone down to the lab, I'd appreciate it. Hey, look, I'm sorry I came off harsh just now. It's just that I've been seeing some funny marks in the blood work lately. I wanted to get in early to get a head start. You know how hard it is when you don't get the results you want to see from a test group. My name is on this project. It will be the best on the market. Just want to make sure cancer patients have a safer choice. You know my sister, Karen, had cancer, right? Yeah. She underwent radiation, chemo, mastectomy, the whole bit. I mean, she made it through, thank God, but now she's so self-conscious about the way that she looks. She always feels like people are staring at her or laughing at her. It's not like her at all. She was always so confident. I mean, she would just light up the room when she walked in. God, was she beautiful. Oh, and don't get me wrong, she still is. It's just that she doesn't think so. Yeah, she has the worst self-esteem now. I don't understand it. Those pads, ugh. They're supposed to take the place of her breasts. They're like these two awkward couch cushions. She can't wear the same thing she used to, and going to the beach in a bathing suit, I mean, forget about it. But I just hate to see her like this. I want to help her, you know, get back on the road of life. I think that maybe the implants, they could do that for her. So I've just been under a lot of pressure to make sure that everything turns out, and a little on edge to begin with. And then I was set back by cleaning up a mess, and I absolutely hate bugs. Especially cockroaches. Apology accepted? Great. Oh, don't forget to go down to the lab. Somebody needs to get the blood work. Cockroaches. Ugh. Dead cockroaches. Oh, Murray, hey, I need your help. I'm missing a blood test report from a week and a half ago. It was my February 15th, 78 report. I don't know what happened. I always leave the reports in the file cabinet. Always. But for some reason, this one has decided to grow legs and escape. I need to think. Where did I put this file? Think. They're all gone. All except 5. Most of them are just barely hanging on. Last night, I began to notice that more of our animals were experiencing adverse effects. 3 so far have had capsular constructor. I compared surgical styles thinking that maybe the hardened tissue growth could have been because of the style of implantation. 2 of the styles were the same, but the 3rd, it was a completely different technique. Most of the others are swollen and bruised, and I'm not sure if it's because of an adverse reaction to the silicone or if it's just a blood buildup around the area of implantation. I haven't gone back in there to check that yet. It was horrifying. The animals, they were going into seizures and fainting, vomiting. Some were just lying there looking at me or screaming. One would go, and then another. And I thought if I stayed here, I could do something to help. I would just go home when everything was looking up. Oh, haven't got home yet. Murray, I found silicone in all the systems, even our 5 blind ones. The animals, they look so miserable. I can't get that whimpering out of my head. It's like they're crying for help or for relief or what, I don't know. Number 5, I believe she's gone blind. She keeps jumping into the side of her cage. And number 3 has all the signs of silicone toxic shock. Oh, she must be allergic to silicone. Or number 6, she's experiencing extrusion. In the course of the night, the implant has almost completely made its way through the skin. I didn't do anything to help it. One part of me thinks that I should wait. See how long it takes for the implant to come through, how it would heal, how the animal would react to the trauma, but then she'd look at me. I just felt like I was doing something wrong. I just need to find my report. Figure out exactly when we begin seeing silicone in the systems. That'll clear everything up. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. You know what? Murray, hey, maybe we fed them something wrong. Maybe this is just a huge outbreak of E. coli and it'll all go away. No. No. Then we'd have to start a whole new test group and all of our work for nothing. Nothing. Murray, I need to show you something. I took these out of a couple of our casualties last night. Murray, it's leaking. I searched the whole thing for holes or minute tears. I found none. I washed and dried it 3 times, each time looking closer and closer for anything. Nothing. This is why we're seeing silicone in the systems. They are leaking straight through the shells. Murray, I also found precancerous cells surrounding the area of implantation. Every implant I removed has been the same, intact, but leaking with precancerous cells surrounding the area of implantation. Murray, this is the same model that we released to the public. Somebody has to call ACS. We have to call this whole thing off. Someone could be receiving faulty implants as we speak. Hello, yes, this is Dr. Aubrey Henson from research. I need to speak with Lauren Shelton right away, please. Thank you. Hello, yes, Lawrence. Yes, a big problem. The implants, they're faulty. They need to be removed from the market immediately. Hello? 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 Yes, the implants, they're bleeding straight through the shells. I also found precancerous cells surrounding the area of implantation. No, I've only told Dr. Collins. We're the only 2 in the office right now. What? Sir, but we have evidence stating that these could be potentially dangerous. I don't think that... Sir, if we do not at least put out a public warning, I don't think that I could stay on here with ACS. They fired me. Who the hell does he think he is anyway? Doesn't he know that I have been the backbone of this goddamn project since the beginning? You know what he told me? He said to keep my mouth shut. He said I couldn't even tell my colleagues of my findings because you know what? You know what? That might be bad for business. Who does he think we're dealing with? People! People! Not some goddamn number! You know, if he thinks shut me up. He has got another thing coming to me.
Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do. Yes, I worked for ACS Chemical in their testing department. Before I was fired 6 years ago, I helped to develop and test silicone implant devices. Yes, I found that there was a problem with the model number I'd been testing, of course. Well, the implants, they were experiencing micro leakage through the intact wall of the outer shell. The silicone would then migrate through the body, causing swelling, bruising, hard nodules, silicone toxic shock, where the animal would experience dizziness, dementia, vomit, develop a sudden fever. If the silicone then traveled to the lymphatic system, it could cause the lungs, liver, spleen, or kidneys to fail. Several of my animals died due to this. I also found the animals were experiencing an autoimmune response, where the animal's own line of defense, their immune system, began actually attacking itself, which of course added to the other problems. I also found precancerous cells surrounding the area of implantation in every single animal that had this device implanted in its body. Oh, that seems to be a patient brochure on this particular model. No, I've never seen it before in my life. Read it, certainly. It's entitled, Facts About Your New Look. Your new silicone implants, which are benign and chemically inactive, will give you a lifetime of safety and satisfaction. This pamphlet is false. If you just looked at a couple of my charts, which I believe are Exhibit A, you could see for yourself that this is misleading and contains false information. Yes, that is exactly what I am saying. When this woman, and many others for that matter, had this device implanted in their body, they were not only denied information, but lied to. And I believe are now suffering because of it. I am so sorry.
The jury finds ACS Chemical guilty of fraudulence, having misrepresented animal tests, and awards Maggie Stanton $211,000 in compensatory damages and $500,000 in punitive damages, on the account that Dr. Aubrey Henson's testimony and report be sealed by this court order.
Dr. Henson! Dr. Henson, a moment of your time! Dr. Henson, over here! A moment of your time, Dr. Henson! Dr. Henson, how do you feel about your victory today?
Dr. Henson, did you know that the public was unaware of the health risks surrounding implants?
Dr. Henson, how did you get those files out of ACS Chemical? Dr. Henson, do you think you will help other victims seek compensation?
Dr. Henson, do you plan on continuing research on silicone implants?
How long do you know that? I just thought I could help people! I'm sorry! project 8 years ago, I had no idea it would turn out like this. I just wanted to help people. Cancer patients get back on the road of life. Little did I know I'd be serving their death sentence. And I used to think people would benefit from this project. Where was I going? Huh. Ooh, I used to think looking the rabbits in the face was hard. Can't even compare to looking in the face of a woman who's been disfigured and dying a slow and painful death, all because of her implants. All because of you. Oh. Well, I've seen crusty yellow, pus-gushing holes left after rotted silicone eats through breast tissue. Seen the horribly pink and bruises left on a breast after the scar tissue hardens to the size and shape of a cantaloupe. And then there's the women. Who tell me their stories, and I have to listen to them knowing it's my fault. Like the one who told me she couldn't afford the $7,000 it took to have her rotting implants removed. Couldn't afford the $7,000. Just seems so funny considering it only cost $1,300 to have them put in. $1,300. Oh, and then the woman who told me that her doctor, a man she should have been able to trust, her doctor, told her it was like getting a perm. A perm. Well, that was one hell of a perm, huh? What do I say? What do I say to a mother when she tells me that her 8-year-old little girl can't play with the other children because she has chronic fatigue syndrome? And that this same little girl is epileptic and has the nervous system of an 80-year-old woman. And it just so happens that she was breastfed by a mother who had implants. And you say that there is nothing wrong with them. What do I say to that woman? I don't know. What do I say to my sister? How do I explain why she's in a wheelchair? Or why she's gotten so thin that her greenish-toned skin just hangs from her skeleton? Why people don't even want to look at her, and when they do, are physically repulsed. How do I look her in the face, knowing that the lupus that is causing her body to eat itself alive is all because of something that I did? Oh God, I did. Why? Why? Why did you just not follow your conscience? Why? You could have done something about this. Could have done something and you didn't. It's not fair. Should have been me. It's not fair. Oh God. Oh God. And there are still women out there who are receiving this and they have no idea. No idea what will happen to them. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. I am God. Oh God. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Karen. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it.
Ooh.